Okay, are we ready?
Ready?
Hello, and welcome back. I promise that I can handle layered stream starting images soon. It is Library of Ruina Story Time, episode 8. We're going to start with introductions again today because I'm feeling spicy. Hi, I am Puma. My pronouns are he, him. I am joined today by two of my very lovely friends. Skern, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi. I've been introduced. I'm Skern. I'm the co-host. I'm here every single time, regardless. Gender fluid, he, her, don't really care.
And our mystery third person, the one, the only, you've seen him before.
Hello, it's me, Chapstick, coming at you live. My pronouns are he, him, and I am ready.
Chapstick,
Just so ready.
what is your favorite food?
Okay, so I like to mix up a Toscana soup. There's a heavy nostalgia attached to it, but that is my go-to. Like, I am down to eat the same thing for like 3 days.
I think that's an interesting choice, but it's not a bad choice.
I just have good memories attached to that soup, and I can eat it all the time.
I want soup now.
Well,
Dessert is cheesecake. I like it.
Excellent choice for dessert. Honestly, that soup followed by cheesecake sounds great.
Yeah. That's thumbs up. That's the day right there.
Okay,
Is any particular type of cheesecake?
Not just depends on my mood at the time.
That's fair.
I'm giving you
It's
both
all
a speaking role in the next scene and not giving myself one so that I can order food, including cheesecake.
But we're doing TIFF.
Let me get
After
this-
we do Tiff, or Chapstick's rolling now, I don't care.
You know what? That's fair.
Uh-oh. Should I be granted this power?
I don't know.
No.
No.
Absolutely not.
Before we keep going, there are some notes about this stream. This is not a blind playthrough, or a speedrun, or a challenge run, or a walkthrough. This stream is a story mode focused on us voice acting the various characters for funsies. For the convenience and ease of viewing, we will be using the NoGrind mod to grant infinite copies of any books that I legitimately obtain in combat. However, I do not recommend this if you're playing through Ruina for the first time, as redoing some fights is part of the intended experience. Though Skern and I have completed Ruina several times, please avoid any spoilers in chat, as not all participants and not all chatters have finished Library of Ruina. It's totally fine to make jokes and references, but don't go too far, and we'll know that you did. Lastly, Library of Ruina gets pretty heavy, and the story includes several trigger warnings, such as self-harm, suicide, mental distress, violence against children, toxic relationships, religious trauma, and basically every kind of horror that you can imagine. If these topics are triggers for you, feel free to skip this stream. I promise none of us will be offended. Your mental health and well-being are important.
I don't think we're hitting any of the triggers this session, though. Maybe
Doesn't
some
hurt to
body
be
horror.
prepared.
When our stream blows up and thousands of people love us, they'll be watching through this. This will be their jumping off point, episode 8. It'll be the first one they click on.
Wow, that's a
Mhm.
terrible
This
idea.
one's gonna hit it big.
This one's going to hit it big, and they need to know in case they do the Lovetown episode and don't watch the intro.
So episode 5.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay,
To be fair, there's plenty more triggers in the future, just not this session.
I would love to go to Star of the City, but we can't. And we can't go to Star of the City because our library level isn't high enough, because we have a bajillion.
Go kill a dragon.
I'm gonna go kill a dragon, and I'm gonna do it. Listen, they're gonna die really fast. Where did I put all my... Where are my key pages?
I assume they're on... So...
They were on Yesod. This is going to be hilariously easy because you are not meant to wait to Star of the City to do this.
Oh god, no. I mean, as I've stated before, you don't even have to hit realizations to hit Star of the City. You're supposed to be doing Gaburas and Tiff stuff. We just haven't.
We are entering the book of the Queen of Hatred.
Magical Girl Dragon.
She's so cute, and she has a staff with a heart on it.
Yeah.
I don't even think we'll see the dragon, to be honest.
I'll be honest, I didn't the first time I came across it.
Real talk, this is supposed to be your actual tutorial to mass attacks, after we've been through several bosses that have them. So you're beating up a child.
She's actually 4,000 years old.
I do want
I
to
don't
be
think that's
noted,
actually true.
you used the move Slay on Queen.
Shut the fuck up, chaps.
I refuse. Is the like thump sound effect really loud whenever they block something?
When it's a ranged attack, yes.
Okay. I was like, strangely loud. Oh hey, look at that. Yeah, I didn't see that before.
I was too good at murder.
What is it that triggers dragon form?
If she doesn't hit you.
Oh. Oops.
Everything's fine.
Oh, yeah. Ignore the giant portal heart thing.
Yeah, no, it's a heart. That means health, healing.
It's also just a gateway to Kingdom Hearts.
When you walk away, you don't hear me say, please!
What even is Kingdom Hearts?
Oh, baby, don't go. I'm gonna die.
So what have you
Fine
learned?
road.
Follow the mechanics of the fight.
I mean, you could still win this. Like,
Take a little nap.
it's very beatable. Oh, I feel like I should say this out loud. We're all very sleepy, so we're very silly. Sillier than usual.
Me, never.
Yeah, this dragon form seems pretty dangerous, though.
I'm Tifereth.
I'm Tifereth, the best. I'm a small child. Why does this hurt so much?
I'm definitely gonna die, but I'm gonna look good doing it.
Your confidence is astounding.
I look great.
Poor Tiff.
She's fine.
That one light is doing work.
Ow.
So anyway, turns out letting a small girl turn into a dragon is a bad idea.
Only when you're fighting the dragon. I feel like that would be a valuable asset.
You'd think
In
that.
fact-
This is literally a mechanic in Levante Corporation. The dragon fires big lasers. It's not fun.
Yeah, I hope Tiff's over there taking notes, though. Do this.
Turn into giant dragon. Circles dragon several times.
Yeah. Draw a few red X's over child, more big green circles around dragon. Yes.
Next time Roland makes me angry, turn into dragon.
See? She's winning clashes.
Now she's happy. And thus doesn't become the Queen of Hatred. That said, there was something pretty funny about we're gonna crush it, then immediately lose it.
Yeah. What can I say? I'm a funny guy.
I feel like that's a very Tiff thing to do, unfortunately. I feel like Queen of Hatred is having a bad time. Wants to fire a giant laser beam at you.
Oh, fuck.
Poor Rose.
Yeah. Oh, man. We're all having a rough time of it. Oh, no.
We want her doing some clashes.
Yeah. The Queen of Hatred's hitbox is too tiny for Rose. Couldn't land a hit.
It's okay. This is very normal for Rose. Thinking she's going to do great, then immediately getting her ass kicked.
This is deeply unfortunate. I dead Drew. Like, repeatedly.
Yeah. I'm throwing this out here. You might need to actually customize these decks a little bit. Because they're built for you being able to get higher emotion levels.
Oh, but my one deck.
You know that's not how this game works.
But I built the deck.
Puma?
Yeah.
No.
It's like the one book, the one deck.
Yeah. There's no bad cards in Yugi's grandpa's deck.
Oh my gosh.
And that's what makes it a bad deck.
Oh, card games.
He's playing an Exodia deck without the entire deck being card draw. What is he doing?
He's believing in the heart of the cards. That's what makes him a real gamer.
So he's cheating.
Yes.
She's gonna transform turn 1. Fine!
We do it live. Yeah, but now you got the debuff stacked. It's all good.
Yeah, I've got debuffs on her.
Mm-hmm. Everyone's healthy. They got their light. They got some cards.
I mean, real talk, kind of terrifying to suddenly be fighting a dragon when you were fighting a small girl 2 seconds ago. But this is round 3, so you know, maybe they're used to it at this point. Dragon's having a bad time.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is going very differently from the last time you were fighting the dragon. Well,
Big
wait
laser.
just a moment to see. Big laser. Yeah.
Big laser's mass summation, right?
Yep.
It's kind of funny to me how like the big laser just kind of like poofs. Doesn't really have any like hit stop or sound effects. It's just wow. Okay, moving on.
And now the dragon is tired for a big laser.
Yeah. Well, that's why you don't open with your biggest attack, because then you get all sleepy after.
I'll go open up the script because I think you're actually going to win this one. You see, the difference in this fight is I survived. I truly did expect him to die when I said that. This is a problem.
Almost there. Laser.
This is a problem. I really shouldn't be trying to do Rose's voice, considering how close it is to Tiff's voice. But it's fine.
No!
Oh no.
Everyone's too tired.
That should be an achievement. I don't think I ever saw that when I was playing. That's great.
Yep, that's a new one for me too. I've ever seen the no one can do anything on either side.
Yeah. All combatants broken. Brutal lasers. Ooh. I believe in Tiff. I believe in Rose.
Well, Rose believes in herself, but that usually doesn't help.
Oh,
We're so good at this game.
Play.
I'm so good at this game.
Well, Rose
Right.
didn't make it.
She sacrificed for the greater good. It's fine. Not this, not that.
Need a hand?
I can do this all by myself.
Jeez, just looking at the covers of these books makes me dizzy. Did you read them all?
Sort of.
Quantum physics, cell biology. You wrote some difficult-looking labels on them.
It's hard to recognize the contents of the books here from the title alone. And it's even harder to find books that are actually readable.
Yeah, a lot of them didn't even have a lot of complete sentences, now that I think about it.
The completeness of a book mostly depends on the reader, though some are just unstable to begin with.
Does that completeness have something to do with some books disappearing upon reading, while others don't?
I'm not too sure, but I think it has something to do with how thoroughly the book was read. Once all the contents of a book have been read and understood, it vanishes since it served its purpose.
Hey, I heard of something like that. Light can be considered as a particle or wave depending on how it's observed, right? Maybe the properties of books can change depending on the reader in the same sense?
I don't know. Stop trying to make weird comparisons with your shoddy knowledge. It probably just inexplicably works like singularities do. I just roll with it.
You seem very proud of your ignorance.
I don't pretend to understand things I don't get. I still make sure to read and manage all the books you send here, though. The same book can show different things each time you read it. Understanding a book completely is a repetitive process, you know? And I don't want to stay ignorant forever. That's annoying.
Different content every time you read it, huh? So that's why we need multiple copies of a book.
I still don't fully get it. I mean, you get like 10,000 every time you kill a person. But I actually kind of like the properties of light you just told me. The fact that something can change just by looking at it is romantic in a way. And maybe I held enough meaning for Enoch just by staying at his side.
Enoch?
There was two Tifshrits in the past, back in my second life, as you and Melkit put it. And we were together in our first lives, too.
Oh, that's your boyfriend? Sounds like you were together for a pretty long time.
Enoch left my side in both of those lives.
Damn, got dumped twice? What a shame. Keep your chin up, though. It's not like a breakup is the end of the world.
Roland, he died. And Enoch wasn't someone who could just be put in such light terms.
Oh. I'm terribly sorry, miss. I, apologize for my carelessness.
It's all right. When I bid farewell to Enoch for the second time, I'm sure he could find the meaning he was looking for. And that our lives and sacrifices were not in vain. We lived in a world where everyone died so easily, but he believed that dying a meaningless death was not what people were born for.
That's kind of hard for me to follow. How about you, then? Did you find the meaning?
Maybe the purpose given to me now is to complete the light so that I can be used properly. I said I instead of it. It's fine. I'm part of the light. It's fine.
Everyone's been talking about that light thing. What exactly is it about?
You've heard about the Omni Corporation Singularity, right?
Well, yeah, kinda. Technology that physically manifests the mind, was it?
That's right. Those manifestations can also be dissolved back into indefinite form and seeped into people's minds.
I guess that makes sense.
Corp gathered the light over a long time to cure the ill minds of the city's denizens. Of course, all the while operating as an energy company on the outside.
How'd you generate enough energy to stand as a wing? Pulled it out of people?
Creatures called abnormalities were created as a side effect of our singularity. As we managed them, we learned that they could emit a certain form of energy. That's encephalon. I'm surprised I pronounced that correctly. I'm so proud of myself.
What? Those encephalon batteries were made from monster produce? Damn. And I used encephalon lighters to smoke, too.
From people, to be precise. It's humans that are turned into abnormalities.
Creatures born out of the human mind, huh? And I'm guessing tons of employees died during the process of managing those creatures?
You're right. It was a bloodbath. It was all part of the stage play Angela mentioned.
Quite typical of the city, yeah? A company that massacred people with the end goal of curing them. It's almost like a cliche for all the myths about the wings at this point.
I don't know a lot about other wings, but they probably aren't too different, right?
Oh, they're totally the same.
That's the kind of cycle we wanted to break.
And the light being the means to achieve that, huh? Sounds more like you were trying to brainwash people with it or something.
It's not as simple as that.
It's a matter of perspective, really.
To be fair, I only know the general outline of things. So I want to see for myself if these cycles are really happening out there. I don't really know much about this world. like Angela.
Leave it to me, Miss Tiff. I'll bring just the right books for you.
Let your actions speak for you, then. So I'm realizing a problem with Tiff, and it's a very silly problem.
Yes.
I move my hands out around a lot when speaking as Tiff, and I need to really carefully avoid my mic.
Nah, slap it. Give us the authentic experience.
I'm trying not to. It got real close a couple of times.
Just imagine anytime you slap the mic, it's Tiff accidentally slapping Roland while she's gesticulating.
That is what I will imagine, yes. I'll go get the Star of the Sea Pro logo.
It's really short.
Not that short. It's pretty short.
We need a Luda, a Barl, and a Xena. I wonder,
Xena.
I wonder who that is. Chapstick, do you want to be all-knowing and mysterious?
Sure. Is that Luda?
Yes, that's Luda.
Alright. Yep, I'm ready. The city shimmers and swells with desires as it always has.
Humans must weave their tales in this everlasting status quo.
Today, a star named the Library rose up to the sky. What kinds of dreams shall it illuminate over the city, I wonder?
May this city stay mesmerized in its sweet dream, no matter how brightly this star might shine.
Skern, I want you to know that were I Xena, I would have done literally the same voice.
Right?
You look busy. What are you up to?
I'm making a list of things I want to do once everything is over and I get to leave this place.
That's a pretty big list.
I made sure to include trying the meat stew you mentioned some time ago.
So you really remembered, huh?
I can remember anything, after all.
What's the point of making a list then? Oh, no offense to you.
You're right, actually. I'm writing this down so I don't forget later.
What? That means...
Perhaps I really am becoming closer to a human. I can feel my memories fade away, albeit slowly and partially. I've never had this happen to me before. I still have mountains upon mountains of memories left to erase, though.
Well, congrats anyway. Your earnest wish is finally coming true.
Thanks. Now I'm writing down a list of things I want to do next. To dream of my next step. It's like a fence, like you taught me earlier.
To dream, huh?
What about you, Roland? What do you want to do first when you leave here?
For one, I'm thinking about quitting being a fixer. I'm tired of it overall.
Really? I don't know what kind of fixer you used to be, but from what I've seen by your side, you seemed quite well suited for the job. Not only are you a skilled combatant, you're also adept at dealing with a multitude of situations and getting tasks done smoothly. Perhaps you really were a kick-ass, as you claim. To me, Those traits seem to be the qualities that determine a good fixer.
Yeah, I guess. I guess being a fixer is the one career that fits me best. But I want to take a break from it now. I've had enough. I've made enough people bleed for causes that aren't mine.
So what kind of work do you want to do?
You're being awfully persistent about it. After I'm done with business here... I'm drawing a blank.
If you're out of ideas, why don't you help me? I'll hire you officially and properly this time. I could give you a proper payment if you insist.
What's the job entail?
The things written on this list, of course.
Look, I told you just now that...
Don't worry, none of these are about harming anyone. I've had enough of that. From running the library. Thinking about my next move, as you advised, the first thing that came to my mind was freedom. Once I've had my revenge and earned my freedom, I thought it'd be nice just to travel around the world without worrying about anything.
Still, if you're asking me to escort you through your trip...
Don't be silly. I can defend myself just fine. All you need to do is be my companion to talk with. Looking at the guests who have visited us thus far, I don't ever get to make a friend who can get on with me as well as you do.
Friend, huh?
Or was I just under an illusion? I have so few acquaintances I've known, and my relationship with those few people was nothing pleasant. Each of us was simply playing the designated roles on a stage. To them, I was merely a tool and a machine built to recite the script. Nothing more, nothing less.
You mean the librarians? No. The Saphiro and the employees.
If we met in a different place, under different circumstances, then we could have been good colleagues, perhaps. Anyway, what do you think? My job offer for when we're done here.
Oh. About that. Yeah, I'll consider it. That doesn't sound bad, all right? Letting go of all woes and just wandering the world. Someone needs to be Vina.
I'll take it if no one else will. But I will also point out, of course Xena has to sound like she's about to kill whoever she's talking to at all times. That's Xena.
100%.
So we agree that when Mega's around, she's going to be Bina, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'll take it while she's not here.
Alrighty.
The Floor of Philosophy. Its patron librarian is called Bina. Huh. The air here gives off a certain smell. In a different way than Hesed's place.
It is the scent of black tea.
It's a nice scent, I gotta say. Stands out from coffees.
It is indeed. Although I'm quite certain that a blue-haired noble below me still has not grown enough to appreciate a good cup of black tea.
This place feels overbearing, unlike the other floors. Kind of fits with philosophy, I guess. Too confusing to understand. Has a heavy feel to it.
What is the library like from what you've seen?
The library I've seen?
Is it a place of death, nourishing its thirst with blood? Is it a spire of knowledge accumulating all sorts of information? Or is it perhaps an ark sailing for a new life?
The library I've seen was like an arena, maybe? Angela, the librarians, and others are all fighting to earn what they want. So, it's really fierce and bloody all in all.
That is the library from your point of view. I see. What kind of place is a library to you, then?
Well, for me, it's just a jail.
That does not appear to be true. You are in fact looking to seize an opportunity.
Well, duh, I'm looking to get out of here.
If that is what you say.
Who are you really? You talk like you know everything.
I am Mina.
No, that's not what I... Your aura's not at all like any librarian I've met so far.
Then you must be wondering what kind of being I used to be in my first life.
Yeah, what the hell were you?
I was an arbiter of the head.
What?
It has not been long since I was awoken from my slumber. I must calm my mind with the help of tea. So come again at a later time. And remember to bring books for me.
Wait. Ugh.
So I have to mention my favorite part about Bina. She refuses to fight.
Yeah. You can't use her.
I'm gonna just watch over here.
Drink tea.
What do you feel about Leo Association?
I think it's a good one.
Sure. And then go look over here. Looks like
I'm
they've got
clamming
a fair
people
amount.
constantly. So Chopstick, if there's anyone you want to play, by all means.
I'll be Lowell. Lowell? Lowell.
Yeah, nothing bad happens to him.
Nah.
He's only entering the library. Do you have a preference, Puma?
Shao is like my favorite character in Library of Ruina.
You can be Shao.
I'll be Shao.
Do her justice. I guess I could also be Cecil. Doesn't look like they have quite as much.
I can be Mai.
Alrighty, then.
Didn't Shao get you into this game?
Yes, it is her boss theme specifically that made me want to play this game. And then I looked up what she looked like, and then I had to play.
A great way to get introduced to a game. I've had music draw me into games before. It's a very strong force.
She is so
Anyway.
cool.
The most recent case of the distortion, the crying children. It's not quite comparable to the pianist, but the damage it's caused is still rather severe.
Since the crying children appeared in V Corp's nest, not the backstreets, multiple associations are troubled.
Director, could you remind us how many casualties it has caused? It amounts to 80,000 as of now.
That's a lot better than the pianist, which took 300,000 lives in one fell swoop.
Not quite. This is in fact more severe than the pianist. While the pianist only annihilated the residential area of the back streets of District 9, the crying children struck the nest, which makes this case especially critical.
Yeah, The nest is supposed to be the safest place of all. Oh, hey there, Xiao. When did you come here?
Section 1 is on high alert, you see. I'm here to ask what Section 2 thinks of this matter.
Come on, be honest, Director Xiao. Cecil. Anyway, the president of our association must be looking daggers at our backs. May, give a briefing on the information we've gathered about the crying children so far.
Yes, sir. Philip, the man who is suspected to be the origin of the crying children, was a fixer working for the Dawn office. Dawn office was a grade 4 office located in Nest V. It was an associate office affiliated with the... I can't believe I almost mispronounced her own name. I'm so sorry, Director. Wow, I said it wrong again.
I
Blue
understand. It's a
Association.
stressful situation.
Everything is terrible, ma'am. You have to understand. And showed decent performance with the fair lineup.
That reminds me. Isn't that where Salvador was?
That is correct.
He used to be a hotshot in his prime, though he's only a washed-up old man now.
Going back to the briefing, the Dawn office has closed business after all of its fixers died to the library. Except for one. Philip. Philip was a grade 5 fixer, being the only survivor. Philip paid a visit to the Wedge office, a partner of Dawn office.
Then the Wedge office fell victim to the library.
There's too little we can deduce from the story so far. Isn't it too speculative to assume that Philip is the crying children?
Actually, there's some evidence to back this up. A fixer allegedly witnessed a marble statue crying near the library. According to them, the sound of wailing could be heard from afar, so I suspect it spent quite some time crying loudly. Then, the statue's shape began shifting.
Don't tell me. It turned into Philip?
Apparently, yes. Although the transformation was imperfect, the eyewitness account had a striking similarities to Philip's appearance as listed in official documents.
However, the entity's skin, clothes, and everything, it was all composed of wax, according to what they saw. That thing wasn't human. Afterwards, Philip returned to where the Dawn office was, and another wail could be heard from that location for quite a while. Not long after that, it started destroying everything around it, except for the Dawn office. I couldn't see a single feature that resembled Philip from the reports describing its appearance there, though. Some cases of the distortions can change their forms, so perhaps this was one such case. This is a tricky one. What do you think, Xiao?
Even though it's not crystal clear, it is plausible. I can't help but suspect the library. We know nothing about the reason it distorted the way it did.
I guess, yeah.
V Corp has hired Leo Association as a whole regarding this matter. They requested us to acquire any and everything that appears to be related to the distortion, or dispose of it if the situation does not allow it. Many of our workforce will be allocated for tasks regarding the library for a while.
The president and branch leaders must have lapped up this request since Wayne made it. Every street in the city is going to be a violent mess for some time.
Where is Section 2 going to begin?
We're starting out by investigating the library first, naturally. Of course, that won't be the only thing we'll be working on with our manpower.
What about Section 1?
Section 1 will start with eliminating the crying children as the President directed. It's the most urgent matter that needs to be taken care of right now.
You're taking tough work right from the get-go. I'm sure you won't have trouble handling it, Shao, but still, be careful.
You're such a lovebird, Director Lowell. There's quite a few associate offices to help them out, so it should be fine.
Besides, we're talking about the Maiden of Iron herself. There's absolutely nothing to worry about.
Is he still keeping the memories he had as a human, even after turning into that?
There were several abnormalities that would talk about their own past, too. It's not entirely impossible for it to happen.
Yeah, fair. The others I've seen in here could talk to an extent. Rewatching this scene doesn't feel any better. I didn't expect him to break down so badly. Thought he did an okay job overcoming his flaws.
Maybe he could have succeeded. However, no matter how capable you may be, you will still fail if you don't hold on to your way with an upright mindset. He should have been especially extra cautious not to succumb to the unstable side he always had.
That's how it is, huh?
So you want to go kill a bunch of people who are clearly good people?
Oh, yeah, the Leo Association are definitely good guys, and we're gonna kill them. Bruno gets to wear the power armor again.
You're making Bruno kill a bunch of good people. How nice.
Did I do a good job?
Yes, your hands are stained with the blood of the good. That's good.
If it's good, then why doesn't it feel good? I don't like it.
Don't worry, if you hesitate for a second, they'll burn you to a crisp. Also, legitimately, winning this fight, they have a lot of cards you'll use for the rest of Star of the City.
Yeah, it'll be a hard fight to do the first Star of the City fight here, though.
Absolutely. Yeah. But even if you take out one or two of them, it helps so much. Also, it's nice we actually get to listen to Yasod's theme song this time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yasod's theme is pretty much a compilation of sounds that make me happy.
Scientifically designed just for chapstick.
Honestly, there are days I feel that way with Yasod's theme.
I mean, Yasod's into science. This all makes sense.
I turned it
Plus,
up for you.
thank you. Such a simple and effective floor. What do we do? Blunt damage. What does it do? Cripple them.
You would think the floor of science is complicated. It isn't. There are complicated floors, to be fair. It's just not the first 4 floors. I think then we'd agree that Tiff, Chesed, even Bina and Hokuma's floors get complicated.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna skip Gabura because Gabura is just Gabura go brr.
I got a couple big max damage rolls here.
Yeah, I think legitimately, even if you don't win, you're definitely gonna take a couple out, and that's gonna help a lot.
I just have to not let them get to emotion level 3.
Yeah,
Easier said than done, though.
Yep.
especially since they have so many ways to increase their own emotions.
Yeah, that's kind of their thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep, it's what makes their cards so good. Their other thing is burn, which is scary. Also, they have so many good defense cards.
I'm very close to getting tempo in this fight. I have a lot of people at precarious stagger levels, though.
Oh
Is
yeah,
this-
Okay. Yep, I've got it.
Is this one phase, or is there two phases? to
Two
this?
phases.
there's two
Yeah,
phases. However, because we can carry on the emotion levels, we'll
Yeah,
probably
you'll
be
have
able
a
to.
pretty advantage.
Yeah. Isn't there also multiple floors?
No.
Damn.
One
Good
and
luck.
done.
It's okay. We will probably do the 3 floors versus 1 person later. Not this stream, but next stream probably. I do love that fight.
Those were big.
Yep.
Yes!
I'd say you still got this. Especially now they get eco card. I'll put it in a different way. Even if you don't got this, you'll be able to at least knock down one person next round and be able to use some really good cards.
Yeah, no, I've got it. Like, I'm going to go into phase 2 with an ego attack and no units dead.
Yeah, you have a significant advantage.
The problem that I was having is that my people had low stagger and it gets reset between phases.
How many arrows is on that one person?
Only 3.
Thought there was more. Okay. Who's going to use the ego?
Oh, I can come out of the gate with it because this is the... One second.
Yes, if you're wondering, I said this out loud, realizing that you weren't doing it, and it was really going to help you.
Ding! Ding, 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 ding.
Jeez, ding, 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 ding.
They blocked half of them.
But boy, that was a bunch of numbers.
Several numbers happened. Hang in there, Bruno.
I'm trying.
You're doing a good job, buddy. Yesod, please get one more emotion point. Please. I would get another ego attack if he did.
I know. But you staggered one, so you know, you still have tempo. So the other ego attack would have solved all of your problems.
Yeah, it would have been, I would have won.
Okay, you're just doing this so you get the ego attack immediately next turn, and you're making it dramatic. You know, you're trying to get their emotion levels high so you get all the books.
Yeah, that makes complete sense.
The unnecessary amount of books.
Bruno's probably gonna die.
Yeah, but if he dies knowing that he helped everyone, he's gonna be satisfied.
He'll spring back up when Angela respawns him and be like, wow,
I helped. I was useful.
I'm erasing your memories of the last battle.
goodbye, Bruno.
So they're super dead, right?
Super dead, yeah.
I mean, listen to that music. It knows they're dead.
I love this track.
I will say, Yesod 3 sounds quite different from Yesod 1 and 2 in my opinion, and that's not a bad thing. Most 3s sound just faster than the other versions. Yesod 3 adds a lot.
The best way I can describe it is that, like, 1 and 2 sound like Yesod's battle theme, whereas Yesod 3 sounds like Yesod on a car ride.
I love that.
Not inaccurate.
I'm very tired, so words are escaping me, but a very synthwave car ride where the palm trees are there made of wireframes. I will be going to bed after this fight, though. I'm very tired.
Sleepy chappy.
Understandable.
So I'm gonna disrespect the enemy by hitting auto battle.
Oh, mean.
Very mean.
What did he do to deserve this?
What's the last one remaining?
Chapter 1 epilogue open.
Those guys were weird or whatever. Sorry. To think we've got the Liu Association coming to the library.
What kind of association is it?
It's a combat-oriented association specializing in all-out war. Basically the polar opposite of the Shi we received the other day. While the library's reception structure acted as a strategic advantage against the Shi Association, it's an ideal stage for the Liu.
You mean each association employs different strategies depending on its areas of expertise and atmosphere?
Yep. Just take the two associations we talked about, for example. They're complete opposites.
I could get a glimpse of that from the association's atmosphere. I wonder if the people who appeared hold rather high positions will come to the library in the future.
Beats me. If they do, though, it'll be a huge pain in the ass for sure.
I see. There's not much I can do to help alleviate that, so good luck taking the good luck taking the trouble. Opa?
We unlock Hokma. Chappie, do you want to do or do you want to do it? Do you want to do a quick read, Chappie?
Sure. Where are we? Hokma, episode
Hokma
1. All right. Am I Hokma? What's he sound like? I guess this is introduction. All right, I'm ready.
I'm trying to think of how to describe him. Like, while he is a stern old man, that
Stern.
isn't the whole of it.
Nice old priest.
I'll give it a shot.
Like, non-scummy priest, to be clear.
Yeah, like actually good guy. Definitely priest.
Religion, huh? This floor smells like danger.
So you've come, Roland.
Hey, Hokma. I'm Roland, the guy who's going to be bringing books here from now on.
And you double as Angela's servant.
Yep. A servant I am.
You seem rather content with your occupation.
It's not about satisfaction or anything. I'm just doing this because the only other option is death. You aren't exactly fond of me or Angela, huh? Judging from your overbearing attitude right out of the gate.
I have no obligation to treat your ilk with any courtesy or greeting. Any faith I would have has long been crushed.
I bet you'll make good friends with Yasod down there.
I dedicated my entire life to fulfilling the wish of a single person.
And Angela stomped that wish. Got it. Plus, you probably loathe me as well, since I'm her full-time assistant. I mean, you already had an agreement and everything, didn't you? You're supposed to help her complete the library and find the one book she seeks, right?
Do you truly believe that one singular book exists, as Angela claims?
The what? Duh, she wouldn't be looking for it if it didn't exist.
Indeed, she firmly believes that the invitation will lead her to that book somehow. Then let me ask, how could you put your faith in the invitation and Angela so easily? Including her promise to give you freedom once her goals have been met.
Well, I mean, obviously, the library is expanding, as a matter of fact, and Angela and the other librarians are slowly changing too, yeah?
So that is the basis of your faith. How preposterous.
What's your point, old man?
Just bring me more books. I have spent much time in boredom until now.
We love Hokma.
Grumpy old man. But he's probably warmer on the inside than he lets out.
Hokma realization is up there with my favorites.
It is my favorite realization.
It's...
I'm looking forward to it, because I didn't get to see any.
Hokma's and Bina's realizations are easily my favorites, with Hokma barely edging out Bina's.
Yeah, I think that Hokma's edges out Bina's for me as well. Can I give an opinion without spoiling anything?
I mean, we're talking about it.
Both of them are very long. But
Yes.
in my opinion, Hokma's realization fills up that length in a way that's somewhat more satisfying for me.
I'm going to give a much deeper and darker opinion. Bina's is playing on a razor's edge the entire time. And can actually lead into actual frustration. Whereas Hokma's is exhausting, but it never feels impossible.
Hokma's is exhausting. It is a slog, chapstick. Like, even if you have the best possible cards and the best possible setups, it is such a slog.
It legitimately takes like 30 minutes to win.
We're hitting the point of the game where I tapped out because it started to become too much of a slog.
Like, knowing what to do, it takes like 30 minutes. But again, I compare this to Bina's, which, if you make a single mistake, you just lose.
How wonderful. I'm looking forward to seeing more of it, though. We're pretty much hitting, like, right around where I stopped off. So,
You get some sleep,
it's all
probably
new to
do
me.
1 or 2 more Star of the Cities, and stop ourselves.
Sounds good.
Have a good night, my friend.
Hope
Thanks
y'all
for
have
coming.
fun. Thanks for having me. Y'all have a good night, everybody. Good night, stream.
We've got options. I think that you and I, by ourselves, could probably pretty easily do the Church of Gears scene.
Yeah, I also think that. I also think the Church of Gears is a good stopping point. Because that unlocks the one that I really would like to do next week.
Yeah, that one.
But also, it sets up if we have to stall at any point, we have so many other options, and it's not a big deal by any means. I think we both talked about how, hey, next week's going to be a lot of just doing all of these Sephiroth shit.
Yeah, I can get Volca for Netzok as well.
But between Tiff and Gabura, we have a lot of stuff we can do already. And Gabura, I believe, to finish off Gabura's, we just have to do the one that I really want to do next week anyway, right?
Yeah, we have enough to do Tiff realization at this very moment.
Yeah. So, well, I mean, we have to finish Nechok's first.
Yeah, I mean, we have to finish all of Tiff's as well. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some nuggets and get ready to do Church of Gears, who I actually think are the easiest fight in Star of the City.
I actually recommend doing Church of Gears first if this is your first time playing. Church of Gear and Thumb, I think, are the ones that you should probably do first.
Yeah, I agree. A Church of Gears, like, sure, Argalia is scary, but you have an entire battle against one speed die minions to ramp up.
Hey, I have to bat you on the head. That's technically a spoiler.
Oh.
It's a spoiler for something that's going to happen in 5 minutes.
I'm spoiling the future. Let me go in with Malkut for that one, I think is the better choice.
Yeah, I think Melkit or Hode are both very good for that one, because they have good AoEs. Though I will point out, Hode's probably actually really good right now, because you just got Liu's association stuff.
Malkut?
Oh, sorry, Hode's bleed. Yes, Melkit.
Yeah, let me throw some pages together. It won't take me long.
I'm sleepy, you know that. I believe Eileen is in the next scene. Should I try to mimic Mega's crazy cultist, or do my own?
Put your own spin on it.
I assume you just agreed I should be Eileen.
Yeah.
I'll let you be Argalia. We already spoiled it.
Oh, right. Leo Association key pages in Vanilla Ruina suck.
Yes, they do. The cards are amazing.
So bad.
Do not use them. In fact, they're just going to be passive fodder. Just to pre-plan in advance, because you're being Argalia, who I believe is 90% of the next scene, I'll take every single outskirts resident.
Gotcha.
Do you want to be Pluto, or should I?
You can be Pluto.
Okay, so basically you're Argalia and I'll be literally everyone else.
Hell yeah.
And to be fair, I think this is an equal amount of lines.
Sayori, you're Bamboo Hat Kim, and I think that's great.
That is accurate, yeah.
Karito is Dante, which I also think is a great fit. Alright, I'm going. This is highly disappointing.
I am sorry, Sir Akalia.
I was so sure I would find an answer if I came all the way out here. But no, not a single soul here has a lead.
What did you expect to see a shabby fringe of the outskirts?
The red mist began harnessing that power of hers after this place had become her base of operations, no?
We don't know anything about the red mist. We were just taking shelter in an abandoned laboratory.
They had to have left something here. Don't you have any guesses, my friends?
The monsters are about to come. Please, let us go now. You've had enough.
You folks aren't helping at all, sadly.
We already told you that none of us know about the damn thing about this facility. Why won't you listen to us?
You'd better hurry up and recall useful information, friends. This is driving me crazy, too. Following her charming voice, I dropped by every little venue I could guess to be relevant. I searched every nook and cranny for hints. In the end, Elcorp, the library, and this used-to-be lab were the only 3 candidates remaining.
They're coming. They'll be here any moment. They'll come for us if you don't close the doors.
The pianist who showed up in the middle of the streets. It took my sister. I couldn't be there as it happened, unfortunately. Upon my belated arrival at the scene, all that greeted me was the grand piano with its performer gone. My sister had become one of the many keys and strings of the piano, joining in the last performance. What she had become was utterly indiscernible. Not because it was horrible, no. Rather, it was just too beautiful for words.
Can't you hear the sound of the clockwork? They're coming!
I suppose it's my fault for letting my dear younger sister marry an imbecile. I couldn't stop her. Throughout our lives, we could never quite understand each other. Our hearts were too far apart to keep each other company. It was through the performance that we could finally see the feelings of one another. I shivered with pain and despair for losing my naive and adorable hoyden. And looking at what was once my sister, I trembled from the enticing melody it created. That's when my eyes were opened. I could see it. I could envision what I can do for her.
They're here. Please have mercy.
Playing a gorgeous melody, a never-ending dirge, in remembrance of dear Angelica. A gentle voice whispered to me that I shall be able to reenact that glorious performance. I wandered around following her advice, but I couldn't find a definitive answer anywhere.
God, it's them. Clockwork teeth are here. Everyone run. Don't let them take a single strand of hair.
No, I didn't come all the way here to see some sloppily made creatures. Pluto, Eileen.
Yes, sir. Arcalia. I almost forgot your name. I'm so sorry.
I completely understand. These creatures are so hideously poorly constructed that you
I totally agree. Yes, I was totally complete brain fog over how dumb they look. Shall I shut them down for you? clockwork is rubbish compared to gears. Oh! How did you stop the flesh clockwork? What are you people?
Anyway, where was I? After wondering for a while, a revelation finally flashed in my head. Ah, yes. It bore a striking resemblance to the beauty the red mist manifested as she danced with blood in her mouth. The pianist and the red mist showed vastly different colors of elegance, yet they were so alike at the core.
Give up, pals. He's worse than the monsters.
What a shame. I've got nothing. This invitation is the only lead I have now. Eileen, care to lend me a few of your sheep?
As you wish. Are you sure you don't need our company?
Don't worry. I'll be back in no time. It's not ripe yet, anyway. Pluto, stick around for a bit longer and see if there's anything noteworthy here.
But of course, sir.
I love being crazy people, Stern.
Oh, me too. There's a reason we passed Arlie around. He's the best.
Mm-hmm. His two buddies have gotta be distortions. I'm 110% sure. And one of them seems oddly familiar now that I think about it.
Is it just me? Or is there a hint of sadness in the blue reverberation's face?
You mean the blue sicko. He's just lost it from the shock of losing his sister. The pianist caused tons of people to part with their precious things in one way or another, but he in particular had to lose it in the worst way possible. When someone as powerful as him goes completely wacko and starts pillaging everywhere, there's literally no way to stop him.
He said his sister was named Angelica. That sounds similar to my name.
Well, yeah. I'm guessing they mean the same thing.
By the way, what were those entities called? Clockwork teeth? Are they the creatures of the outskirts?
The outskirts are where things abandoned and rejected from entering the city by the head go. It's basically a junkyard for impurities of the city. Most people rarely get a chance to see the outskirts throughout their lives, so they don't even know that those things exist. A lot of the monsters living there are artificial creations made by humans, or things brought from the outside. And I heard that a good chunk of them have sentience and emotions. They're non-humans, impurities whose existence is unacceptable in the city, especially in this age of humanity. I skipped your line, sorry.
Oh, well, it's a really important line, so I'll say it anyway. Thanks, Roland. Just like me.
I'm brooding.
Greetings, dear guest. I am Angela, the director and librarian of my role's namesake.
Angelica?
My name is Angela, dear guest.
Yeah, you're right. There's no way something as hideous as you could be her.
Why don't you stop shouting such uncouth nonsense and head inside already?
A power so potent that even a machine may become human. It's as I suspected. The library has to ripen. Hang in there, Angelica. It won't be too long. He's so crazy.
He's the worst, also the best. I believe we made this joke last session, but yes, this is absolutely Mega's type.
I might actually get to claim their bones off for the first time.
while you beat up these poor individuals who are just cultist brainwashed. I'm going to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Hello, chat. Greetings and welcome. What's up, Juka? It feels weird to call you that.
I've returned to watch the violence.
I'm claiming some bones.
Are the bones delicious?
Oh, they're gonna be.
Or are they just a bunch of gears?
They're just a bunch of gears.
To be honest, I don't remember them having great cards.
Oh, they have amazing cards.
Feel like I use other cards too much more. Oh wait, don't they have some really good card draw?
They have great card draw. They can go to max smoke in one turn.
Oh, that's right. This is for the smoke build.
Yeah.
Right. I used them with Gabura. That's right. I remember these now.
Yeah, they're real good.
Not on Gabura, to be clear. With Gabura. Gabura has her own deck. You know that.
We claim some bones. Smoke is so good. I slept on it on my first playthrough, but I have learned the way.
Yeah, I believe I talked to you about this because as stated before, my first playthrough, I leaned heavily on Gabura for Star of the City, and I used smoke build with her. It's real good.
It's real good. I was unenlightened at the time. I didn't know any better. My eyes have been opened.
That being said, I don't think it's I think the reason that we had such differing opinions is you were trying to make good decks that could go on didn't have to necessarily synergize with each other. whereas I was making floors synergize with each other. And smoke needs that. I think you'd agree with that.
Yeah, smoke doesn't really... It can't do much by itself. You gotta have smoke support. Is Mira gonna make it through this? Yeah, she's fine. Mira's great.
Like, if you have someone who's good at putting smoke on and someone who's good at using that smoke to create a lot of debuffs, you have a good team. But if you try to do both in the same character, it's not good. That said, I think it's also one of the more unique debuffs in this game.
Yeah, I kind of wish we'd see something like it in Linda's Company.
I'd argue Rupture's kind of like it.
Kinda. I wish we had more Rupture support.
I really wish we had more Rupture support. There's not a lot of good Rupture builds.
So that no one will cry, Sinclair's passive is still the best Rupture support in the game. Like, the one where you're not using him.
Yeah, and that's depressing. Compare that to every other thing. Burn has so much goddamn support.
And it's still bad. I went there.
You're not wrong unless... Okay, there are two people who make it absurdly good.
Yeah.
But you need those two people, and it's not Burn that's good.
And all three elements of those things are Walpurgis Noct content.
Yeah. Yeah, to be fair, actually applying the burn and maining good, there's a lot of Leo association that is good now. Like, legitimately good. Just don't get the original three, they suck. But anyway, I compare this to, as much as I'm trying to defend Burn, just go build a sinking build. It's so much easier and so much better.
Look at how bored Argalia looks.
Yeah. Yeah. Imelka, you're not ready for this. Imelka would not listen to me, I'm sure.
Gotta get those debuffs on him early, while I still can.
Don't worry, he's never going to take you seriously. The library's not ripe yet. I will state, I definitely had a panic attack when I realized I was fighting Argalia already. It's like, he's like clearly going to be one of the main antagonists. Like the actual main antagonist. What do you mean I'm fighting him now?
Hi, it's me.
And to be clear, the cards he's using here are clearly him not trying, but also way better than your stuff.
Hode's Floor is also really good. Oh, is that a max roll 4th Match Flame? Yeah, it is.
Oof.
40 damage. Hode is really good on this floor too because bleed fucks Argalia.
Yeah.
But I wanted to go the burn for the wave clear.
Yeah. I get it.
If you don't get these guys out of the way fast, then you can't focus on Argalia.
I mean, anyone who has a realization is going to be fine, in my opinion. I definitely mostly use Hode for this floor for the bleed, though I will state it's just a different what are you focusing on mentality.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure you can agree with me that the gears are not the problem in this fight.
I completely agree.
But yes, I also think Netchok and Yasod, if you have those realizations, also do just fine in this fight.
Yeah.
I would say it's around the second line of Start of the City. I think you know what I mean by that.
Yeah.
Where people with realizations now are going to still struggle. I will state, I think we are hitting where a lot of people will run into an actual wall with Ruina. Where the game starts getting a lot harder and basically saying, do you actually understand how to play this game? If no, you're not winning these fights.
It's GG at this point.
Yeah, you've already won. Look, he's doing cool stuff.
I was going on my victory lap, and now he's doing this thing that's very dangerous.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, he could absolutely kill multiple people, possibly half your team. Good luck.
Let's see what happens. Goodbye, Sayori. Oh no, she's up.
I refuse.
He's so close to the threshold.
I mean, that's a stylish way to finish it, really.
Yeah, 100%. crap. We lost him.
Couldn't get a proper book out of him either.
I really wanted to take a peek at that lunatic's mind for once.
Do you need that person's book above anything else?
It's for personal reasons, to be frank.
The blue reverberations seem to be after the red mist. Then perhaps a book of the red mist could lure him back here again.
Don't tell Mega, she'd really like that. I appreciate the thought, but how exactly are we going to do that? You know the original red mist kinda doesn't exist anymore.
Huh. Her husbando and her waifu fighting to the death would turn her on a lot. She might die of dehydration. About that, we might have a way around it. Say the blue reverberation said he lost his sister to a distortion, right? Is he aware that I was the cause of that phenomenon?
He's no ordinary guy, so it's possible that he could.
Then the blue reverberation's goal may be taking revenge on me, perhaps. No, rather, anyone who has lost what they found precious to the distortion would resent me once they learned I was the responsible for the phenomenon.
Well, maybe. Do you regret it or anything?
I'm not really sure. All I can say for certain is that it's not exactly pleasant to know that the resentment against me is growing. Even then, it was ultimately the fault of the one man who trapped me inside for eons that the city came to suffer. I feel much better thinking about it that way. I don't care if the blue reverberation wants vengeance or not. It's but one of the many clashes between my desire and the city's folks' desires.
Right you are. That's that, and this is this.
I feel like you're foreshadowing something.
Foreshadowing is a literary device in which... So while we are done with battles, I think it would be fun to make the characters that we need to make.
Sure.
So, Primelia.
Yeah. Blonde, well-kept hair. Medium to long length. Preferably ponytail or braided. Face somehow, if you can pull this off in the facial expressions, both terrified and stoic at the same time. I just made a 3D model of her earlier today. I know exactly what I'm going for.
I've got it.
Perfect.
It's beautiful.
Oh, Perm. I'd call her a disaster lesbian, but she's weirdly successful. So how does it feel to have all the floors unlocked?
I want more people on them so I can use them.
As I said, next week, why don't we just focus on doing that? I might say that maybe we also do a certain next battle for no apparent reason.
We should do that. I agree. Let's not say that that's happening, though, so it can be a surprise.
Sure. Anyone who's still watching this stream, be quiet about it next week. It's fine.
What does Azel look like?
Human or succubus form.
Whichever would be easier to make in Library of Rona.
Definitely human. Jet black hair, red eyes, medium to long length. Medium short, honestly. Can you do glasses?
No, I wish.
Damn. As much of a I'm done with your shit librarian look, you can make it.
This is about as done with everything as I can make it. I'll make the hair lighter so you can see. What color's your skin?
In human form?
Yeah.
Tan, lightly tan. You're right, that's a very done with your shit.
So here's the thing. I'm gonna remember what these settings are, and I'm going to give Sean the same expression.
Perfect.
Ten, 10, 15. Is Azel very tall or short or average?
Slightly taller than average. Only slightly. Think of her 5'11" to 6 foot as a woman.
Gotcha. The problem is...
Oh, I was just going to mention, honestly, the thing that's funny about all the succubi, I recently rechecked their heights for reasons. You know why? I've been making 3D models of them for a different thing. And realized that Qualm is weirdly tall.
Oh.
Yeah, she's 5'10". Most of them are 5'6" or 5'7". Clearly, I just wanted my nudist to be on the taller side for no reason. I thought you were talking about the making your nuggets.
Oh, I was listening. I'm just making them. We're twins.
Perfect.
Oh, but we have to make the true protagonist of this game.
Yum yum.
Yep.
I believe we can both agree that most of Dina's abnormality fights are a pain in the ass.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember what they looked like. I think it was this hairstyle.
The one assistant librarian that even Angela fears. You don't understand. I didn't bring him back. Her back. Them back. I didn't bring them back.
They came back on their own.
They say it was the one employee that Bina respected.
Okay, Yum Yum is the true protagonist of this game. I also think it's kind of funny. I'm imagining that they is also in canon.
Yeah.
No one knows because Yum Yum is too terrified to talk about themselves, and also everyone's afraid of them.
I could absolutely see Angela trying to be respectful and just settling on they when she realizes that she just doesn't know.
I was joking with my non-binary friend Autumn once, and we were talking about Yum Yum and Yum Yum's identity, and they made the joke of, like, Yum Yum timidly approaches the other librarians in the floor of philosophy. And it's like, everyone, I have something I'd like to say. And Bina's like, yes, what is it, Yum Yum? Well, up to this point, I've been using they, them. But my pronouns are now they, them. People are like, that's the same thing, Yum Yum. And Bina's like, their pronouns are they, them. And then just no explanation. Done.
No. There's just a small pause. I see. Them is now capitalized. Understood.
We love Yum Yum. So Bina, Azel, and Sean all have the same facial expressions. And the same eyes.
Perfect.
And Yum Yum does not.
Our true protagonist. I know the reason Yum Yum is our true protagonist because Yum Yum saved your run in hard mode many times, right?
Either Yum Yum saved it, or was the only other librarian to survive when Bina was going beast mode. Like, with 5 hit points.
I want this to be a comedy of errors for Yum Yum, and Yum Yum to be terrible, just because I think it'd be really funny.
Yeah, they did save one of them. I think it was R-Corp 2, where, like, everything was going to shit. There were only a couple enemies remaining. It was just Nikolai, and Bina was doing all of the clashing and was absolutely going to die, and it's like, Yum Yum. Yum Yum, focus. Shoot her, Yum Yum. And Yum Yum's like, Yum Yum, breathe. Grab your gun and shoot her. And then Yum Yum staggered her.
I like to believe that Yum Yum doesn't breathe or think about it. Just Yum Yum shoots wildly and somehow every bullet's accurate. The Permilia effect.
Yeah, it's the Permilia effect.
Still really can't believe the amount of time she has rolled disadvantage and just succeeded.
Alright, all of the nuggets are made. We are probably ready for next week. So here is a good time to stop.
Yep, next week we'll probably just be going through all of these Sephiroth talks and one very important battle that absolutely nothing wrong is going to happen. We're not going to have to probably die once and then do it again later.
If I first time it, I'll be very happy.
I will be shocked. I'm not saying it's impossible, but I will be shocked.
I've got a couple of really good clash cards from Church of Gears and Liu, like Sturdy Defense and whatever the smoke card is that's 9 to 19 slashing 3 cost with page draw. That's a really, really good card for clashing with the mysterious adversary.
And I assume you lead with Bina.
Yeah.
Lead with Bina, clash lots, and then probably... Well, you don't have Netshock realization, so probably Yesod.
Oh, yeah. I would prefer Netsock. I'd like to do Netsock realization first, because even at low emotion level, some of Netsock's early abnormalities can be really helpful in that fight. Mostly
Yes,
Porcubus.
hard agree. Yeah. I believe both Netshock and Yesod are really good in that fight.
Yeah. But next time.
For now, goodbye, stream.
Goodbye, stream.